Hey, welcome to UToledo Mindful Monday. I'm Professor Jay, and I shall be your host. Listen, did you ever notice that when your environment is kind of cluttered and kind of messy and stuff's kind of all over the place, sometimes that's nice, but sometimes it actually kind of pulls energy away from you, you know? Like I notice that, you know, sometimes I like just kind of being a hot mess and having my space reflect that, and that's fine too, but you know, sometimes it's kind of a drag, and sometimes it actually makes me start to like get kind of spacey and I can't focus and can't concentrate. So here's something I've learned. If I'm in a moment in life and if I'm in a season where I really need to focus and I need to like make things happen and not drop the ball and keep things kind of together, I find that it's incredibly helpful to make sure that the space that I'm occupying, that I'm in, is like aligned with that, right? Now, that's not necessarily true for everybody, but I think for a lot of us it is. And specifically, I'd like to say that there are certain ways of taking care of space, right? Especially, let's say, if you're a student or if you're an employee here at the university like I am, you're working here. The space where you do that stuff that really needs to be handled correct, I'm going to recommend that we actually mindfully take care of that space. So for example, my office at the university, it's like many offices. There's a lot going on there. It's in a music building. It's fun. There's a lot of stuff going around. But I make really sure that where my instruments are, my guitars and all that stuff, my cool effect pedals and amplifier, I make sure that that's really clean and that's taken care of. And especially where the students come in, you know. When I come into my office, one of the first things I do is I make sure that that seat is clean, the space is ready and welcoming, so that when my student shows up, I can show up too, they feel well met, and the space is ready to receive them and we can do our stuff, right? Maybe if you're a student and your dorm room isn't as entirely controllable as you'd like it to be, or your apartment or what have you, still, your room, or maybe when you go to the library and when you study, I'm going to recommend that you actually mindfully take a minute. Let's say you go to the student union, you go to the library, take a minute, just actually, believe it or not, clean the little desk right there. It's not your desk, I know, clean it anyway. You're going to be right there. Just wipe it off, make it nice for yourself, right? Set everything out, your books, you log on to what you need to do with the computer, you get all your resources are ready, and make sure the space is ready for you and that you've taken care of the space before you just launch and start doing things, you know? You might find that this is a very empowering ritual. The ability to like take care of your space and have that be a grounding, nurturing, kind of empowering thing, it's awesome. So check it out, try it, see if it works for you. If you're in the sports and you do it with your uniform before you go on, if you're a musician before you go on stage, if you're a teacher before you hit the deck with the students, if you're a student, take care of your space. All right, everybody, we'll see you next week.